What can be said about Star Wars that hasn't already been said hundreds upon thousands of times before? It's the biggest IP in existence, and the most expensive in terms of media and merchandising. I like Star Wars a lot, and by that I mean I really love the original trilogy. I fall down Wikipedia, open in new tab holes, played the hell out of Republic Commando, and enjoyed watching the Clone Wars animated series. I'm no expert, but I did want to look into what it is about A New Hope that draws me to it.
Where are you taking this thing?
The premise is super simple. The rebellion is good and the Empire is bad. The rebellion is good because they are the opposing force to the Empire, and the Empire is evil because they are a totalitarian form of government over the galaxy. They take what they want, they kill, torture, cover up their misdeeds, and have no authority to answer to, aside from their own power structure. The general populace has no way to retaliate against any action the Empire takes, and are fearful of reprisal should they act or speak out. The Imperial Senate appears at first to be some form of accountability, but is dissolved early on in a offhanded remark.
The Imperial Senate
will no longer be of any concern to us. I have just received word that the Emperor has dissolved the Council permanently. The last remnants of the old Republic have been swept away.
I love the opening shot, how it shows the size equals power in the eyes of the Empire. This is further reinforced when the Star Destroyer, so large and imposing in the opening shot, becomes itself smaller than the Rebel ship it once chased in comparison to the Death Star. C-3PO and R2-D2 are generally annoying droids, but passable. C-3PO has his British charm and his voice, and R2 clearly has some spunk due to the way others, specifically C-3PO, respond to him, that lends him some endearment.
Don't get technical with me. What mission? What are you talking about? I've just about had enough of you. Go that way. You'll be malfunctioning within a day, you nearsighted scrap pile.
I love how Darth Vader looks, the iconic audio breathing and his threatening introduction overseeing dead bodies. Coming in after the battle makes him more important than the stormtroopers, as does his black coloring compared to the white armor of the soldiers. His next scene has him choking a rebel to death and throwing him against the wall, solidifying his power and position as the bad guy.
This is a consular ship. Where is the ambassador? Commander, tear this ship apart until you found those plans and bring me the passengers. I want them alive!
Then Leia comes in and verbally spars with this guy we just saw choke a dude out, and she's being a smartass while doing it. Her confidence is great, and so present throughout the film.
You weren't on any mercy mission this time. Several transmissions were beamed to the ship by rebel spies. I want to know what happened to the plans they sent you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a member of the Imperial Senate on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away!
I hate how much is added into scenes unnecessarily in the special editions. Why do you fill up the frame with things that do nothing and add nothing to the shot? Eliminating the speeder's undercarriage is good, filling frames with CGI is bad. Don't you look at how quickly CGI is evolving and go, sure, shouldn't add some graphics to this film that would make it age even more poorly. Lucas doesn't watch how better CGI has gotten in the past 20 years and think, oh, how much more improved it will be in another decade or two, and make our top-of-the-line graphics look like garbage in comparison.
How long have you had these droids?
About 3 or 4 seasons?
I love Mark Hamill as Luke. Yes, he's whiny and asks too many questions, but the feeling he consistently shows about wanting more than what this desert planet can offer is always there. I like it when Owen tells C-3PO to shut up.
All right, shut up. I'll take this one.
Shutting up, sir.
I like how the Jawa goes, wah!
On us.
I like how R2 tricks Luke into removing the restraining bolt so he can escape.
That if you remove the bolt, he might be able to play back the entire recording.
Oh, yeah, well.
I really, really love everything there is about the binary sunset scene. The longing to be more than what you currently are, to go places, to see things, to be a part of something bigger, to be worth a damn, and to be destined for greater things.
Vader was
The Force is mentioned by Ben at first, and then seen in action by Vader choking an officer during the Imperial bickering scene. Then Ben uses it with a mind trick. It shows how the Force could be used aggressively, but also passively, and sets up the binary positions of Vader and Ben very well. Gotta love that cantina music. Also gotta love the whole interaction of You'll Be Dead.
He doesn't like you.
I'm sorry.
I don't like you either. You just watch yourself. We're wanted men. I have the death sentence on 12 systems.
I'll be careful.
You'll be dead!
Luke is in over his head throughout the entire film. At first when being confronted at the bar, and then when bargaining with Solo.
10,000?
He doesn't handle it very well. Then we immediately transition to Solo being in over his head with his debt to Jabba, but handling it much cooler, both with Ben and then with Greedo. Solo is so antagonistic towards Luke throughout much of the film, and justifiably so. Luke is kind of an annoying kid to Solo. Han is full of himself, selfish, greedy, but gets by on that Harrison Ford charm, the sly smile and exasperated dialogue. He's the atheist among the religious. I like that they don't do any subtitles with aliens. I don't like how they inserted the Jabba scene, especially given how their relationship is represented in Return of the Jedi. I love Tarkin as an antagonist beside Vader. He's intimidating, leering over Leia and forcing her to reveal her secrets. He's merciless, forceful, and eloquent in his speech, and he destroys a planet just as a demonstration. I like how much the trio of heroes bicker and yell at each other during the action and after it. The Death Star is just a steady sequence of challenges appearing and their heroes having to work past it.
This is some rescue. You came in here, didn't you have a plan for getting out?
Eat the brains, sweetheart!
I really love the TIE Fighter attack sequence. The steady build of the score until it finally drops into an all-out bombast.
Here they come.
Don't get cocky, aka I'm still the cool guy here and I'm better than you. I like how Leia is on the up and up regarding the Empire tracking them, and I love how quickly Luke says no to the Han-Leia romance. The finale is a time of crisis that shows the true character behind some of the people we've met. Solo leaves, but ultimately comes back. Luke is willing to help and hope against the odds. C-3PO is worried over R2. Tarkin's confidence is his death, and Vader's confidence is his downfall as well. The X-Wing design is great. The whole Death Star attack is very well done. Giant turbo lasers, miniatures, lasers flying around, the score is exciting, Porkins dies, the cockpits, the dogfighting, the commentary from respective commanders, and the ticking talk of the Death Star's attack all works great. The movie overall is a little over 2 hours long, but man does it have great pacing throughout all of it. I think the main reason I love this film is due to the iconic characters and world. The lightsaber is just a cool weapon. Future space fantasy is a great backdrop for simple but endearing characters. Every scene doesn't go on forever, and we move from one to the next at a steady pace. Obstacles are constantly appearing and being circumvented. The music is great at boosting the emotion of the characters, whether it's mystery, longing, action, grief, or triumph. I empathize with Luke because I want more. I always want more than what life has currently given me, and I'll always be looking into the distance, imagining what my future holds.
I'm going in. Cover me, Porkins.
I'm right with you, Red 3.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have some other videos, some covering stuff like the Terminator and Gundam Wing and Skyfall, and mostly just things I really enjoy. And if you want to watch them, you can find them using the playlist I have in the description below. Thank you.